Okay, I wanted to thank Danielle Nicole for inviting me to be part of her very first ever Trader Joe's collab. It's called Cook With Me using Trader Joe products. I went to Trader Joe's. The only thing I forgot to buy was the cheese. And so I just used some Kroger brand cheese, but you can get the same point of cheese at Trader Joe's. The recipe that I made is, I kind of tweaked it a little bit because if you go on the app and go under recipes, you can find the actual recipe, which is turkey meatball calzone by Chef Greenspan. But his is 6 points for blue, 7 points for green, and 6 points for purple. But he shows you how to make your own meatballs. I'm not making my own meatballs. I bought the meatballs already fully cooked and worked from there. So I'm going to leave a link. I'm going to show you the recipe and show you how I made it. It's in the oven now. It was my first time doing it, so we'll see how it turns out. But anyway, on my plan, it's 7 points for the blue, 7 points for the purple, and 8 points for the green. And it's one calzone, which has 2 meatballs inside the calzone with some cheese and marinara sauce. So once again, I wanted to thank Danielle Nicole for inviting me to be part of this collab. Please go in the description box down below and check out everybody and see what they made from Trader Joe's. And go over to Danielle's channel and thank her for giving us some ideas what we can get with what we can make with some Trader Joe products. So let's get started. This is going to be a train wreck, I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is the recipe for the turkey meatball calzone using the Trader Joe products. The only difference that I'm doing is I'm using 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. The recipe calls for 1 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. I don't have self-rising flour, I have all-purpose flour. I went online and it said just to increase it by 1/3 and then to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then just like a pinch of salt. It's 7 points on the blue, 8 points on the green, and 7 points on the purple. That's for 1 calzone. And this is the instructions. Hopefully you can read my writing. But let's get started. Oh, I should show you the ingredients. I guess, no, that should help. I have my gold medal all-purpose flour. I'm going to add some baking powder to make it self-rising. I'm going to use the Trader Joe roasted garlic marinara sauce. Some salt. Just need a pinch of salt, an egg to baste the thing. Oh, I know what I forgot. It says for a cup of non-fat plain Greek, not-fat yogurt, and this is the one I ended up getting. I wasn't sure if I'm going to need more than that, but it's just a cup. And then I'm going to use the Trader Joe's turkey meatballs. And I forgot to get cheese when I was there, so I'm just going to use the Kroger brand mozzarella cheese. And then I forgot, I have to show you, I am going to use some bagel seeds, sesame seeds on the top of it. Forgot to add it. So those are all the ingredients, so let me turn you around and let's get started. Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure your hands are clean. I've already washed my hands. And so we're going to add our flour, which is 1 2/3 cup of flour, because the recipe calls for 1 1/3 cups. And then I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Which is going to make it rise. And then it said a pinch of salt. Well, it actually said a teaspoon, so let me see. Yeah, I'm only going to put a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm not a really big salt lover. And then our cup of yogurt. It ended up being the 2 containers of the yogurt. So we're going to put our yogurt in there. And then we're going to, first of all, we're going to mix it together in the bowl to kind of get it together. I've been told, this is the first time I'm making it, I've told that it is going to be a little difficult to make. So we'll see if you want to get it all together. And I'll be back once I have it all back together. So don't go anywhere. Okay, once you've got it to a pretty good consistency where it can be together pretty good, you're going to take it out of the bowl, and then you're going to knead it for 5 minutes. Just like your grandma, well, like my grandma used to do. So, you don't need to watch me do that for 5 minutes, so I'll be back. Okay, I did forget to tell you that throw some flour down while you're kneading your dough, and it makes it easier to work with. Get some flour on your hands, and once again, wash your hands when you're done. In the meantime, we're going to get our ingredients ready. It's going to be 3/4 cup of the sauce. Whoa! We're going to go a little bit generous on the sauce, I see. And then 6 tablespoons of the cheese. And then we're going to take our meatballs and we're going to, I thawed these. These are fully cooked. You can make your own meatballs, but we're trying to do a Trader Joe recipe, so I ended up just buying them. And then we're just going to cut them in half and put them in the bowl. And I'll be back when I'm ready to start assembling. Well, I wish I knew how to speed up the video because then I don't have to keep turning it on and turning it off. But anyway, it's been resting for 6 minutes or 5 minutes, and then we're going to cut it up into 6 portions. And then we're going to set those a little bit aside. And we're going to make sure we got some flour on here, and then we're going to roll it out to like about a 6-inch circle. We'll see. We'll see how that works. So, when I get done, I will be back. Okay, I've got it like about as thin as I can get it. It is about 6 inches. So then what we're first going to do is we're going to put a tablespoon of our cheese on there. Move it around. And then we're going to take 4 meatball halves and put it on there. And then 2 tablespoons of the sauce. And then we're going to attempt to fold it over and pinch it so that it works. It's not going to be the prettiest calzone. It's my first time making it, so we'll see. Well, I can see with my next one I'm going to have to stretch it out a little bit thinner. Take a little piece of this to put on there. There we go. And then we're going to brush it with some egg white. I just used the whole egg. You can use egg white or just egg. And we're going to brush it on there. And then sprinkle some bagel seeds on it. And then we're going to put it on a baking sheet. Attempt to put it on a baking sheet, let's say. And hopefully my other ones are going to be a little bit better. So I'll be back. We'll see how it goes. Well, they actually got a little bit better looking as I was going along. But I ended up having 5 extra little half meatballs, and so I just threw the rest of the sauce and the rest of the cheese on top of it. Just eat it separate. So we're going to put it in the oven. Not the prettiest looking things, but we're going to put it in the oven at 425 for 15 to 20 minutes. then I'll be back. Okay, it just buzzed off, so it should be done. Let's see how it looks. Oh, they actually look pretty good. We'll see. The true test will be the taste test. So I'll turn you around and we'll see how it tastes. Okay, let's taste this and see how it did. This is the first time I've made the 2-ingredient dough, so we'll see. It's very good. It really is very good. And I'm not just saying that. I even think Jim's going to like it. Jim's working right now, so we'll have to find out from him how he likes it when he gets home. But anyway, once again, I'd like to thank Danielle and Nicole for inviting me to be part of this collab. This is definitely a recipe I'll try again. Go over to Danielle's channel and thank her for coming up with this idea. Also, go to the links down below and check out what everybody else has made. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. So, thanks for watching.